Hi, I'm Renee Scott, the creator of Barre Attack, and here's a little Barre Attack taster workout that you can do at home. We're going to bring the ball high up on your inner thighs. Just need a little spongy ball that you've got at home or otherwise off our website. From here, we sit back into a chair position and we drive forward and sit back and drive forward. So we're just getting a little bit of resistance through the inner thighs, something to press against with that ball. If you don't have a ball, you can always use a cushion folded in half as well. And then we hold it down, little pulses, lengthening out through the crown of the head. Feel like we keep that internal corset through the body the whole time as we're reaching forward. Bottom sitting back, arms reaching forward. Holding it here, squashing into that ball or the pillow. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keeping that length out through the crown of the head. Driving back up, opening up through the chest. We sit back and drive forward and sit back and drive forward and sit back. So you're pushing your pelvis forward as we come back up, but we're lengthening out of the waist. So sit back and lengthen and sit back and lengthen. We hold it down, little pulses here. Reaching out through the arms, we pulse the arms up, up, up. As we pulse up, we draw the shoulders down away from the ears and lengthen out through the fingertips. From here we sweep back, open the chest and reach forward and open the chest and reach and open the chest and reach and open the chest and reach. From here we draw all the way back up, we curl down, so we roll down through the spine, we step the feet back, and then from here we come down onto our hands and knees, lengthening out through the crown of the head. From here we just gently bring the knees off the floor, bring them back down, just a small little hover off and down and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. So I'm engaging through my core. Ideally you could rest like a little teacup on my lower back. So I'm scooping up through my stomach, lengthening out through the crown of the head. We hold it up, little squeezes into that ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Zip up through the lower tummy even more. Then from here we come up into a high pyramid position, push the heels down, bend the knees and come forward, lengthening out through the crown of the head. We lift up, press the heels down and draw forward, lengthening out, lift up, press the heels down, draw forward, lengthen out and lift. Lower the heels and draw forward and lift. Lower the heels and draw forward. From here, lift the bottom up, walk the hands in, slowly curl back up, grab the ball, step out to a really wide second position. From here, we reach forward and we stretch up and reach forward and stretch up and reach forward and stretch up. So from here, my knees are following my toes, lifting and lengthening up through the crown of the head, really reaching up through the arms. Then from here we bring the ball behind us, pitch forward at 45 degrees, shoulders back, little pulses here. Keeping that internal corset the whole time, little bit of leg endurance here. So we scoop and over, scoop and over, scoop and over, scoop and over. And then a tiny little butterfly press back with the thighs. Keeping the chest open, shoulders stay back, lower tummy draws in and up. And then from here we reach forward again and reach forward and zip up and reach forward and zip up. Option of adding a little jump at the top. Really stretching up at the top, lifting up through the crown of the head. Then we hold it here, little pulses in the second position plie. Head up, chest up, we go pivot and lunge. We come back to second position, other way. Pivot, lunge, back to second position. Pivot, lunge, back to second position. Pivot, lunge, little pulses. Keep zipping up through the lower belly. We rotate and draw back, and rotate and draw back, and rotate and draw back. Come back into that second position, find that big second position, little pulses. Other way, pivot, rotate, little pulses in that lunge. Knees following the toes, chest up, head up. We rotate the upper body around and back. Try and keep the hips stable as we rotate through the upper body. Shoulders are drawing down away from the ears. Come back through the center, head up, chest out. We do a plie, plie and stretch, and plie and stretch, and plie and stretch, and plie and stretch. Add a little rise at the top, plie, rise, plie, rise, plie, rise, optional jump. Other way, stay with your plie and your rise. Head up, chest up, knees following the toes, shoulders pulling down away from the ears. Draw it back in, facing towards your stool, your bench, or your kitchen bench at home. From here, knees together, shoulders pulling down. I pull my weight back into my heel on that supporting leg. Shoulders stay down. We press back, knees come together. Press back, knees come together. Press back, knees come together. So I'm lengthening out through the crown of my head, zipping up through my lower belly, holding it back, squashing that ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really trying to deflate that ball. I'm hinging through my hip joint, so I'm pulling that weight back into my heel, squashing and deflating that ball, and then we push it up, 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 up. Coming back in, then we switch sides, switch legs. So bring it right behind that thigh, knees together, lengthening out through the crown of the head. We push back, knees come together. So keep that sense of the upper body stays really stable. As you're pressing back through the back leg, pelvis is also stable. Hold the leg back, squash the ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep that weight pulling back into the heel. And little pulses, up, 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 up. Keeping that zip up through the lower belly the whole time. Keeping that length out through the crown of the head. And then from here, bringing that ball down. Just secure that ball somewhere. Grabbing your weight, let's work a little bit more on that extension work. So from here, one hand comes down, lengthen through the back leg, slightly externally rotate the back leg, and we reach back and tap, and reach and tap, and reach and tap. So I stay hinged forward through the upper body, so I don't put too much pressure on my back extensors. Okay, they're working, but I'm not overloading them. We hold the leg up, and we bend and press, bend and press, bend and press, bend and press. Really reaching through that back leg, really lengthening out through the crown of the head. My supporting leg is also working really hard in that position. Then we hold it back, we bend slightly through that supporting leg, bend and lengthen, bend and lengthen, bend and lengthen, and come back in. And then we switch sides to the other side. So supporting leg is parallel, back leg is slightly turned out. We sweep the arm back and draw it down, and sweep and draw it down, and sweep and draw it down, sweep and draw it down. Hold it up, little pulses, and bend and push, bend and push, bend and push. Keep that length out through the crown of the head, really stretching and lengthening through that back leg. Hips and shoulders try and stay as aligned as possible, so we're not twisting the hip up to the side. We hold the arm back, we open up through the chest, bend and stretch that supporting leg. Lengthening out through the crown of the head, lengthening through the whole spine. And then from here we come back through the center, big wide second position. We sit our bottom back slightly, we drive the pelvis forward. Sit back and drive forward, sit back and drive forward, sit back and drive forward. Really lifting up through the crown of the head. Then from here we come back into the frog. We reach down and we reach up. Right down and reach up. And right down and reach up. Add a rise or add a jump at the top. Okay, take it at your pace. Take it at your level. Keep zipping up through the tummy the whole time. I hope you enjoyed that Barre Attack workout. For more of our locations, Barre Attack teacher training, or our at-home classes, go to our website, barreattack.com. We'll see you there.